optimal, whatever, optimal. Find the optimal location.
Yeah, it makes me wonder. It really makes me wonder. Ooh, I wonder.
Howdy. Sorry about the hat. It's not my normal awesome sense of fashion, but there's hunting out here. So I'm wearing some hunter orange. So hopefully one of the hunters doesn't mistake me for an elk. But hey, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm here to talk about this moose. So I'm out here hiking around looking for moose, and the environment, the atmosphere is awesome. I love this aspen forest background back there. And the fog, I would love it if that kind of fog layer would come down a little bit lower and really give a nice moody mist there. It's a little lower down there. But at any rate, I got a moose here. And I love the background. The moose itself is a small bull. So he's not one of our big impressive bulls. And normally I would just keep going and looking for one of the big impressive bulls. But the environment here has such good potential that I thought it'd be worth coming out here and making some photos of this guy, assuming he kind of cooperates. I just got to kind of work the background here. So I brought a 100 to 400 millimeter lens with me out here with the Sony A1. And I hope, even at 100 millimeters here, I want to be able to include a lot of the environment. So I hope that that lens is appropriate. If not, I might have to do some stitch a kind of a pano together. But anyway, this scene is going to be about this bull moose in the environment, because the environment here is what kind of grabbed my eye. The moose itself didn't. I mean, it's a cool moose. He's got antlers, but they're relatively small. So the moose itself is like a supporting actor in the scene, if you will, of I love the aspen trees. So that's what drew me, is the aspen forest with the fog, and then I can put a moose in it as well. That's why I'm here, really. So I'm gonna put the GoPro down, and I'm gonna kind of work this scene a little bit and see kind of where I need to be and where the background kind of works best to work with the moose. And I'll check back in with you in a bit, but it's going to take me a little time, I think, to figure this scene out, because there's a lot of area to cover and a lot going on here. But I think it'll be fun, and there's a potential here for a pretty decent photo. So thanks for tagging along, and hopefully I can make a nice photo here to show you. But there he is, bull moose. So there it was. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. The weather, I don't know if the weather's going to get worse or not. I kind of want it to get worse. If I knew it was going to get worse, I might stay here a while to get more of that fog and potentially some snow. It's like a little light drizzle right now, but it's just on the verge of snowing. It's 33 degrees, so there's a chance that this fog layer could collapse down into the forest more and maybe get some snow. And that would be amazing. That would make this environment even more interesting than it is right now. But I wish the bull was one of our big, magnificent beasts. He's obviously a magnificent beast, but he's not one of the, the big studs that we have running around here. And that would compel me to stay longer. So I think I'm going to go move around, see what else I can find. God, it's lovely. I hate leaving, but I'm going to do that. I'm going to go just cross my fingers and hope for the best. So I would call these photos decent photos. I got some nice photos out of this scene. Certainly nothing portfolio worthy here, but certainly lovely to be out here and making some nice photos. I did kind of move around and get a few different looks with the background. With some of these trees over here being the background behind him, these trees, and then of course that the forest as it slopes away to the left out there as well. So I moved around him a little bit, tried to find the optimum location, optimal, find the optimal location to be, and I think I did the best I could do out here with what I've been given. And I was given a lovely scene. So technical details out there was Sony A1, Sony 100 to 400 millimeter lens. I was at ISO 800, f8, and 1/320th of a second-ish. I floated it around a little bit depending on what the light was doing. But pretty easy, He's not moving much. Slow shutter speed is fine. Just waiting for a pose and trying to find the right background and the right environment for him to make it the most beautiful I can, do justice for him. So have a good day. See you on the next video. Take care. He's cool. He's just chilling. Okay, I'm going to try and get out of here without getting shot. Got my orange cap on. It's a lovely day. Oh. I'm going to trip over some sagebrush. I'm almost certain of it. All right, change of plans. I was leaving. I had shot my little outro and everything, saying goodbye and thanks for watching. And as I turned around, there's the moose. As I turn around, up there in the forest, I see another moose. I just saw something dark moving through the woods there. So now I don't want to leave yet because he's so in the forest that I can't tell if it's a cow or a bull. I can tell it's a big, dark animal that's shaped like a moose. But I'm going to go up there, just hike up that little hill, and see if I can get my eyeballs on that moose up here. See if maybe he's one of the big boys that's actually in this aspen forest, which would be pretty cool to get the moose in the aspen forest. So much of what we shoot this time of year is moose just in the sagebrush. And so it's great when you can do something a little bit different than that. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to head up there, and I'll let you know what I find when I get there. All right, so I found him. It is a bull. I would call this one a small to medium bull. He's a little bit bigger than the one down there. He's thick. This forest up here is thick, thick, thick. So I don't know that I can do much photography in here. I'm gonna go poke around. He's straight ahead right there. I think I gotta wait for him to move around. because he's just buried in super thick trees. So I'm going to hang here for a little bit. Make sure there's nothing else around me that I'm missing. Anyway, it's just too cluttery in there right now for this guy. So I'm going to hit pause and wait and see what develops here. See if something magic happens in this forest. Or not. I'll let you know either way. That's bull number 2. It was in the forest. You won't be able to see it there. There's 2 cows that were bedded down very close to where I originally saw this bull. He has moved out of the forest, obviously, and now I got this killer aspen tree just behind him, and then all this fog and moody loveliness back there. So he's mostly grazing. That's what they do this time of year. Once in a while he'll lift his head, like to look over at the cows over there, or the other bull. And so I'm waiting for those little moments where I can then make a photo where he's got his head up. Again, I wish this was one of our huge bulls, but it's not. So I'm taking what's given to me here, and it's wonderful. The background's just crazy cluttery aspen forest, but still quite beautiful. And the weather does seem to be coming in on us a little bit. So it could just get better and better here. So I love it. I'm going to hang out here and work this scene a little bit longer. As long as I've got something happening, I might as well. Actually, the fog's just coming in lovely right now. I'm going to change positions here and make some photos of this guy, because the fog just came in while I've been rambling away here. It's really making that forest even better. So I'm going to put down the camera here and make some photos. It's awesome. Working a different composition here now. The moose is showing me his butt, but if he turns sideways and lifts his head, I love that patch of forest way out behind him and that lone tree. It's hard to see on the GoPro, it's so small, but you'll see it on the other video. I love this scene, so I just gotta wait for him to hopefully give me a good pose to go with that background. So I'm gonna put this down and hope he gives me that pose shortly. Hopefully. I took my hat off because I was getting warm out here. And now I got like a 33-degree drizzle on my bare noggin. And it feels good. Gotta move, work some different compositions here while the fog is awesome in that forest. So I gotta get, oh shoot, he's in a perfect spot. Okay, I gotta go. Bull moose, There's the 2 cows that came out. Well, you can't see that one cow because it's behind that bush. There we go. Anyway, I got 2 bulls and 2 cows, and it's getting dark. So I'm going to pack it in and call it a evening. Wonderful evening at that. So anyway, today was more about, I would say, the environment than the moose, and putting the moose in a beautiful environment. So even though I didn't have the big boys today, I think I made some lovely photos, and I do love this environmental portrait type stuff. So I hope you enjoy it too. And if you don't, that's cool too, because we all like different things, of course. And anyway, I know we all like to be out here doing this with wildlife and out in nature. And so I hope you enjoy this little taste of that. So anyway, take care. See you on the next video. This is my second sign off of the day. I'm glad I just barely noticed this other bull when he was in the forest as I was leaving. Otherwise, I would have missed the best photos of this session came from this guy and this awesome background and some of the fog that was happening here. So, signing off. Steve Mathis out. See you on the next video. Bye.